Hello and welcome to a very special show. Today we announced the launch of the Trailblazers Conclave Edition 2, 50 days to go. 7th and 8th of March. Let me make some housekeeping announcements first before all our colleagues, our entire team here, we will all celebrate this event. And what are we looking forward to? What you can expect from us. 7th and 8th of March at the ITC Royal Bengal Hotel in Kolkata, presented by Tata Steel. 30 plus athletes under one roof in Indian sporting history in an Olympic and Paralympic year. Never happened before. Some names: Vishwanathan Anand, Mahesh Bhupati, Abhinav Bindra, Pullela Gopichand, Saurav Ganguly, Saurav Ghoshal, list goes on. Paralympic champions: Sumit Antil, Suhas Yathiraj, Manasi Joshi, Yogesh Kathunia, list goes on. Among our women legends, special focus on 8th of March, International Women's Day, of course, is focused on women and women's empowerment. Mary Kom, Nikhat Zareen, Anju Bobby George, among the young brands, Esha Singh, Sift Samra, Shriyanka Sadangi, Savita Punia, and the list goes on. Shubhayan Chakraborty, Snehashish Mukherjee, Devashish Sen, Rohan Chaudhary, and Shomik Chakraborty. This is a celebration of Indian sport. Why don't you go first, Shomik? You weren't there last year. Your thoughts first when you listen to this lineup, what it can mean for people.
Yeah, this is a celebration of sport in the sense, this is going to be one of a kind. And we'll celebrate the achievements, we'll celebrate the honors, we'll celebrate with all the sports people. Sports is basically a great sports. We celebrate sport every day, and this will be on a mega scale. So we all are looking forward to it, and I can confirm that this would be a grand success.
Yeah, Shomik says grand success. Fingers crossed for that. And Shubhan actually was the MC last year. He was hosting it from stage. So let's sort of take Devashish and Shubhan back before I go to Rohan and Snehashish about the experience last year and what they expect this year. Why don't you go first?
Yeah, obviously, last year what we witnessed is one of the best was conclave ever to have happened in India. I would say India because the country has never witnessed such a kind of conclave when sports stars from all from streams have come under one roof. And see, we are used to watching a conclave when it comes to cricket. I won't name, but then when it comes to and this is actually a celebration of sport in all sorts, and we have witnessed last time Avinav Bindra, Gopichand, and you name it, all were in Kolkata. Even Neeraj Chopra joined us online, and that was the icing on the cake. It means obviously, this is something that no one have witnessed ever before, and it is going to be even bigger with the sheer fact that it is going to happen for 2 days. So watch March 7th and March 8th. Keep your fingers crossed. Means it's going to be a huge occasion.
Boryada, I think the operational challenge that we faced, we were a small team back then, and it was so thrilling, so fun, and I think I can speak on behalf of everyone that no one witnessed those thrilling moments when Neeraj Chopra was struggling to get his voice on, audio on. It was everyone was sweating right there because the conclave was on. It was at the peak of the conclave, and Neeraj Chopra was, "Can you hear me? Can you hear me?" I was saying, "Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?" So these are the moments that make these conclaves so much fun, and as Devashish said, we have seen many conclaves in India, but that has been cricket centric. Because people know that India is a mad country, but we have to give equal weightage. When I joined Rev Sports, you said we will give equal weightage to every sport, be it men, women, para. We have covered everything, and this conclave is the entire coverage comes into a nutshell, this conclave. And exciting week for in the first week of March, starting from that operational challenges and to the execution of on the day of the event. And this time 2 days. Last time it was 1 day. This time we are going grander with 2 days. So it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to Saurav versus Saurav, which you have written in your piece today.
In fact, before I go to Rohan, that was not something that we said. We were in Saurav Ghoshal's house having Darjeeling tea, and he said, "Can you do something?" I said, "What?" He said, "I've not met Saurav Ganguly." Like, what? You're from Kolkata. And all of a sudden, Raja Raman, who's one of our colleagues, and Raja said, "Can we do a session, Saurav calling Saurav?" And he said, "Can you do it?" And the next day I was in Saurav Ganguly's house and I said, "Can we do this?" And he said, "I'm on." I said, "Okay, done." Saurav calling Saurav. And so there you go, Ghoshal and Ganguly together. Rohan, thoughts?
Actually, Shubhan,
uh, took what I was going to say. I was looking forward to that session, extremely looking forward to that one. And another one is the coaches session. That will be the Gurukul. That will be something like a brainstorming session of the top coaches, the top bosses of the sport. Igoshti match, Abhinav Binda, Pulela Gopichan. That will be one session. And looking forward to meeting many new faces also, because a lot of new athletes are coming. Some I met during Hangzhou in Asian Games and the Para Games. Looking forward to meeting them once again. So it will be a cracker. It's almost like my MBA semesters, the preparations. It has already started, but looking forward to it.
Yeah, for me it will be the first time because last year I was not here, but I am very excited to be part of this conflicts. And last year I got some update from Rohan because I knew him earlier. So I am very much excited, and especially the athletes, because when we covered the Asian game, I saw many matches and got to know about many athletes. So very much excited to got interact with them, and let's see what happens.
Shomik, let's go sport by sport. When we are talking about, say, chess, we've seen a revolution in India, right? And 3 weeks after the conclave, we have the candidates in Toronto. So our focus, Olympic year, Paralympic year, IPL will start in 14 days from then. Clearly, there are particular sports where there is a news point, like in football. The Afghanistan World Cup qualifier will be 1 week later. So your thoughts on Vishwanathan Anand, Dibyendu Bodua, Tanya Sajdev and Maria Emelianova together for a chess panel where Maria's photographs will be exhibited, the ones that went viral. She goes under the name Photo Chess. That Pragyananda photograph with his mother, for example. So that's something we are determined to do. Focus on every sport: cricket, football, Olympic sport, javelin, long jump, chess. Thoughts on that?
Actually, that would be the speciality of this conclave, in the sense that when the grandmasters and the chess masters sitting around having a session with candidates up and coming, so it will carry a lot of weightage. And people will lap up every word they are saying, and we'll get fantastic insights with the candidates just 7 days away. So same will be for cricket also, like when cricketers are sitting around, Saurabh Ganguly is sitting around, and then IPL is just around the corner. Football, India would be playing against Afghanistan. Igoshti match would be sitting around. He would be giving the lowdown on Indian football team, the preparation, everything. I think this is the speciality. This would be the speciality of this conclave, and this will make this conclave unique.
Question for Shubhan. Shubhan, you've been covering sport for long, just as Shomik, Devashish, all of them. So when Esha Singh, a Sift Samra, a Shriyanka Sadangi, who have all earned Olympic quotas, all will be in Paris hopefully after the trials, they are actually in conversation with Abhinav Bindra. What can it mean for them?
I think that would mean everything. You don't get to have a chat with Abhinav Bindra every day. I know for the fact that he gives his inputs wherever the athletes require them. But for all these young athletes, not only from shooting, from other genres as well, you can have that conversation and take away so much from Abhinav Bindra. Like the last time around, he revealed that he had issues when he was training for his Olympic gold medal, and how he overcame that. That it was such a fascinating tale to listen to. And athletes they have insecurities. They have insecurities before a major event, and Olympics is the biggest dream for them all. So to have a chat with Abhinav Bindra, to have a chat with Vishwanathan Anand, to have a chat with Pulela Gopichand, as you said, we will have a Gurukul masterclass for all the youngsters, all the fans also, and to pick their brains, to have that 2 day session with them, where you will meet them every day, where you will have that opportunity to share the lunch table, the dinner table with them. You can take away so much. And now the onus is on the young athletes to ask the right questions to them. And it will be a fascinating event for all the young athletes. Of course, the experienced guys have experienced it all, but for young athletes, for a Sift Samra to have a discussion with Abhinav Bindra and say, if my hand starts shaking, what will I do? What should I do? Then he will give that story which we heard last time around. So that's the best preparation mentally that you can go before the Paris Olympics.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you. Means obviously this is a perfect opportunity for the youngsters, young generations, and the best part of this conclave is to have it just in time for the Paris Olympics. Means as Shubhain said, picking the brains from some of the best in the business. Obviously, like someone like Avinav Bindra or a Gopi Pulela Gopichand or a Vishwanathan Anand or a Saurav Ganguly. Obviously, this is means they have done it with with their hard work, with their determination, and it's time for this young generation to take it forward. Obviously, India as a sporting nation has grown over the years. In recent times, we have seen the performances, not only just cricket. As Sachin Tendulkar always says, we just don't want to be a sports playing nation, rather than we want to be a sporting nation. And I think that's epitomizes what is it all about. This because this conclave will it's an amalgamation of experienced athletes and the coming generations coming under one roof, and this is a perfect opportunity, I would say.
And not only elder athletes, like you can have a conversation with a Satvik and Chirag as to how they have peaked into their best form of their life. So it's not only you can take away something from the experienced guys, but you can take a lot from the younger lots as well. So it's a event that we as journalists are looking forward to, but I am speaking on behalf of everyone that the younger generation are looking forward to giving those inputs to the younger elder people also, that you can learn from us also.
I absolutely agree. And sort of just to change track, and in India, when we celebrate sport, we celebrate able bodied sport. We still don't celebrate para sport enough. And look at the performance, 111 medals at the Asian Para Games, right? And we are expecting 40 odd medals at the Paris Paralympics. You can hold us to that. 6 champions: Manasi Joshi, Suhas Yathiraj, Sumit Antil, who breaks world records by the minute, Yogesh Kathunia, Krishna Nagar, all of them coming together. Pramod Bhagat, how many world titles has he won? All of them coming together to celebrate the cause of the Paralympics. I'll go to Rohan on that. He's covered the Asian Para Games. How important is this? Because, and you know what? We will do a session where a Suhas Yathiraj and a Gaurav Khanna is together with a Pulela Gopichand and a Satvik Chirag. So able-bodied and para athletes together on one stage. That's what we stand for: equality and sensitivity.
Well, just to brag, I have met all of these champions in China, and they're fantastic human beings. And every story, and now also I'm doing that Trailblabers series. The stories that they have to share, the stories of their struggle, the support they have received from their families. I remember Mansi Yoshi telling me in China that I asked her one question, that what do you feel that the inclusivity in the society that parasport has brought to the society. She said, if you give me this opportunity and the platform, I can speak on for hours. Now this is the platform where she can speak on for hours.
Shomik, 1 week before Afghanistan's match.
That would be fantastic, in the sense. And this, if India can get to the third round, that would be, fingers crossed. I mean, that would be the biggest achievement as far as Indian football yet. So from that perspective, and Stimach has changed Indian football. Stimach has removed the inferiority complex of Indian football, and will get the opportunity to get into the inside about his whole journey, because he took a sad song and made it better.
Beautifully said. I mean, that's actually an incredibly interesting line from Shomik Chakraborty. Now coming to women, we celebrate a Mary Kom, we celebrate an Anju George, we celebrate a Manasi Joshi, we celebrate a Nikhat Zareen, but a Mary and a Nikhat together, boxing in one box, the two greatest perhaps in Indian boxing. When you're talking about long jump, which is the next javelin, you have an Anju George talking to a Murli Srishankar together. Snehashish, how important do you think such panels can be?
That is very much important. Like Shubhavanda said, ki you don't get that chances every day to get interacted with such legends and experienced players of that quality. So young players, and like you said, Mary Kom and Nikhat Zareen together in one platform, that is very rare for any fan to witness, and for them also, because that will help Nikhat Zareen to get some unique insights before the Paris Olympics. So I think that will be very helpful for the players, and as fans or as journalists, we'll be very happy to witness that.
Okay, let me now give Shubhan.
If I could just add one, that will that session, I'm looking forward to that session because it will give more headlines.
Spiciness between the two, I think.
And also, I'm looking forward to the session between Kalyan Chobe and Igor Stimac on the same day. How often do you get these two gentlemen
Yes.
of Indian football to be on under the one platform?
Let's have a match between Mary Kom and Nikhat Zarin.
It happened before Tokyo. It happened before Tokyo.
I mean, these fellows are sort of, wicked people. But the idea is, as we said, a celebration of Indian sport. We want Nikhat to get that gold in Paris. And if there's anybody who wants that as much as we do, and perhaps more, it's Mary Kom, because she got a bronze. I'm sure she'll want Nikhat to get better. And that little iota of advice together, that inspiration. Because athletes don't get this opportunity of coming together under one platform. We've spoken to all, and they don't come because they are in their little cocoons, training in their own little domains, and that's how they participate. So this is perhaps the one platform where everybody will come together. Last few minutes, the first session, and I'll get Shubhan to comment on this. The first session, we will have Mahesh Bhupati, Pulela Gopichand, Abhinav Bindra, Vishwanathan Anand, P.R. Srijesh, and Saurav Ganguly. Thoughts?
What can I add to that? The list itself speaks for itself. And I remember the last time when, as you said, I was the MC for the event, and I got up to just begin the event, and I just saw Abhinav Bindra sitting in front of me, and that was my first time emceeing some event, and I just saw Abhinav Bindra sitting in front of me, and I was shaking at one point, but as soon as I saw him clapping, then that's where I got the confidence.
And I remember you reading out a poem as well.
Yes, absolutely, and that's what makes such events special. But the list you gave right now, it's fascinating. It's amazing, and it's rare. It's rare in Indian ecosystem, sporting ecosystem, where we get such big names, such elusive names under one roof, and that's what I'm looking forward to. Of course, there will be many takeaways, there will be many learnings, but to see the photograph of all of them sitting at one point, it's going to be one of the best photographs of the year, I guess.
And the next day, if that is day one, I will go to Devashish on that. Women's Empowerment, International Women's Day. We go with Mary Kom, we go with Anju George, we go with Rani Rampal, we go with Nikhat Zarin, and we go with Manasi Joshi. So that's how we start day two.
It's obviously if day one was a stellar list, it is even better because we will be celebrating the International Women's Day, and we at Rep Sports has every time we have given a top priority as far as women's sport is concerned, and that is what differentiates Rep Sports from other sporting platforms or channels. Obviously, we have, as Boriada has always emphasized, that women's sports is we should always give priority importance to women's sport as well, be it para or be it able-bodied or be it para athletes, and what a stellar list it is. Means these are all successful athletes, means women athletes in their own right, and to be coming in under one roof and sharing their experiences, sharing their journey, and these are all inspirational stories. That's something that the young generation will pick from. Means I am totally looking forward to it.
Now, let me sort of close this, but I'll get comments from Rohan, Shomik, and Snehashish to finish off. There's so much of intense discussion that will happen, right? We just outlined all of it. So to lighten the mood a little bit, we've got a new partner, HRX Fashions, which is Hrithik Roshan's brand. They've joined us. So we will have a fitness booth, and there's a training module which is being devised by Hrithik Roshan. So any one of our colleagues can go and try that fitness expo booth in that fitness regime and that booth. That's one. Secondly, we will have on 7th March in the evening, Maestro Bikram Ghosh is curating a special concert called Sadhana. Sport, you need sadhana to reach moksha. Music, you need sadhana to reach moksha. He's getting the two together through his music. So that's the attraction for the 7th evening, just to ensure that we have all bases covered before dinner. Some incredible music, the jamming, the buzz, the drumming from Bikram Ghosh and his troupe. Rohan.
Well, I was not aware of this fitness session. I'm looking forward to it now because I have started the preparations for next year's football match. I'm running a marathon on 4th February, but yeah, looking forward to it. But I have one question, not my question personally, but I have been receiving SMSs from media houses and people who want to attend. So anything on that?
Firstly, it's not a ticketed event, it's a free event. So reach out to our colleagues, any one of us. If we know that you're a serious attendee, we'll ensure we'll try and accommodate as many. If you're a student, you get priority. If you're a sports person, you get priority. If you play sport actively at any level, you get priority. So we will obviously, there's a limited number of seats in the auditorium, right? But at the same time, this is a free event and our job is to build legacy. Media, we will open it to media, but obviously visually it will be live streamed on our platform, so no video recording, but there will be conferences, there will be media bites, there will be photo sessions where you will have access to the athletes. So all of that in due course from the Rev Sports platforms, all of the information. Let me just get 20-second closing comments from all. I've done mine, so show me cue start.
India's progression from a cricket nation to a sporting nation has been gradual. And over the last few years, we have seen we are moving in the right direction. If you see our medals tally at the Asian Games in the last Olympics also, the progression, it takes time for a young nation, and India is still a young nation. In the sense that it got its independence in 1947, so it's 75, 76 years. So India, the progression will be gradual. But what Brave Sports does, it can facilitate this India's journey. It's a fascinating journey, and Brave Sports is facilitating the journey. So that would be the biggest achievement, and that would be the biggest goal of conclaves like this.
Well, I remember Neeraj Chopra saying 90 meters to ho jayega, but abhi tak hua nahi. I want him to say it again and do it in Paris.
Obviously, this is going to be one of a lifetime experience for everyone. Means be it sports persons or from people from all across the life.
You've covered cricket for 25 years. Any one athlete from other sports that you are looking forward to meeting?
Absolutely, I would looking forward to meeting Mary Kom. Means world champion so many times. He has done the country proud. Means obvious, and remember, she's a mother. Means obviously International Women's Day, it can't get a bigger role model to be sharing the stage than Mary Kom. Means she has been a truly inspiring lady as far as women's sport is concerned in the country. So I'm looking forward to meeting Mary Kom.
Okay, anyone else? I think Igor Stimac, I would again have to have a chat with him because he's an excellent guy, and I will get to know the atmosphere the team is having right now in an Asian game, because that will happen after the Asian Cup Asian Cup. So that I'm looking forward and can't wait for the 7th and 8th match.
This is the biggest sporting year 2024, and I think this Trailblazers Conclave Season 2 is the best way to kickstart the sporting year, and looking forward to meeting them all, especially Nikhat Zarin and Satvik Sairaj and Chirag Shetty, because I think these two athletes, this 24 is going to be their biggest year.
And when you do an event like this, you've got to sort of do it with corporate support, and I can't thank Tata Steel enough as our presenting partners. Chanakya and his team, and of course Mr. Narendran for all his support. Thumbs Up and Limca Sports, they've been with us from day one of our existence. AGS Federal Life Insurance, one of our strongest brands from day one, have been backing us. Wow Momo, Bharat Serum and Vaccines. These are brands which are part of our Shangbad Pratidin, our media partner. Activo Labs, our health tech partner. We've got a number of new brands. HRX Fashion, for example. Ganges Jute, for example. These are new brands. Globe Air Services, for example, our travel partner now. And our banking partner, led by the great Shyam Srinivasan, who will be there, Federal Bank. So all of these, Pebble Smartwatch. We've got a number of brands who have come back to us again. Just My Roots, Fanatic, all of these brands, Lal Baba Rice. These are brands which have been part of us. Orient Graphics, our events partner, Flutterwave, our PR partner, and of course Extra Time, our streaming partner. So it'll be one heck of an event in Calcutta. We will keep adding brands, we will keep adding athletes, so this is not the end of it. So keep watching. Many more shows building up to the